So a big warm welcome, everybody, and lovely to be here with you all this evening. Well, it's evening UK time, a different time of day for some of you. And yeah, I was thinking about what practice to do tonight, and I don't know, I became very. I was having a little chat to Sona about it earlier, and we were thinking how Christmas is this week. So between today and the next Tuesday's session, there's going to be Christmas. And for some of us, that might be a really happy, positive time. And for some of us, it might be a very lonely time. You know, Christmas is very emotionally loaded, isn't it? I don't mean so much, you know, from a religious point of view, because some of us will have belief and some of us won't, but more from a social point of view, because in our culture here in the UK and many cultures, we've got this whole thing that, you know, Christmas is the time to be with loved ones. And if you're spending Christmas on your own, it can be really, really hard. So Christmas can actually make people feel worse as well as make people feel better. So I thought we'd do a connection practice this evening where we'll come into the body, we'll ground ourselves, we'll send some love to ourselves or connect with some feeling of love for ourselves. And then we'll send love and well-wishing and goodwill out into the world to everybody, all of us who are living through this particular time that includes the Christmas week. And I was also just so acutely aware of people in the Ukraine when I was thinking about it, the freezing cold. So let's just do this practice tonight in the belief that it's actually having an effect. Who knows? Maybe it is actually having an effect in a quite literal sense through our collective well-wishing. There's something going out into the world. And at the very least, the fact that we're spending the next 25 minutes cultivating these kind of emotions, that will be beneficial for us. Okay, so let's begin by settling into our position, choosing your position with thoughtfulness, what's going to be as comfortable as possible, and yet enable you to be alert. And I'm going to be muting from time to time during the practice, and what that means is that I'm having a cough to spare you that. So it might sound like I'm dropping out, but all that's happening is I'm just muting my mic to have a good cough, and then I'll come back again. Okay, that was satisfying. Someone's asked me to speak a bit louder, so I'll endeavour to do so. And I'll bring the microphone a bit closer. Okay, so now that we've chosen our position, let's begin to settle. So allowing the weight of the body to rest down into the chair or into the bed, into the floor, into the earth. And seeing if we can have a felt sense of releasing into the support beneath us rather than perching on top of it. So letting the weight of the body really rest down into the position that we've chosen. And to help this, if you want to, you could take a deeper breath in. And then on the out breath, release and let go a little bit more. Do that a few more times if you'd like to. Particularly letting go on the out breath, letting go of what we've been doing, letting go of what's coming next, and seeing if we can arrive in each present moment. And then when you're ready, you can allow your breathing to find its own natural rhythm. An opening phase in the body on the in-breath and a subsiding phase in the body on the out-breath. So let's feel into the points of contact between the body and the surface it's resting upon. If we're sitting, this will be the bottom, resting into the chair, the feet resting into the floor. If we're lying down, it'll be the back of the body, back of the head. You can have the hands resting either at the sides of the body, palms upwards, or resting on the body, palms downwards. If we're sitting, having the hands supported in the lap or on the legs. And the first thing we'll do is develop deeper body awareness. Very often it can feel like we're stuck in our heads. But we do have a body, and as long as we're resisting being in the body, we'll have a kind of contraction in our awareness, a tightness in our awareness. And the more open we can be to all of our experience, the more open our mind can be. So if you feel like your awareness is located in the head, see if you can have a sense of awareness pouring down through the body until it completely fills the feet and the legs. So we're not looking at the legs from the outside or thinking about them in the abstract, but seeing if we can allow our awareness to rest inside the feet and the legs. And this might become known to you through sensation, through temperature, feelings of contact with the floor or the bed. Might be buzzing, tingling, or maybe your legs feel dull or numb. So we're not looking for any particular experience, but we're seeing if we can allow awareness to come inside the feet and the legs. And if there's pain or discomfort, notice any habit of resistance, any habit of tension, any habit of contraction around the pain or against the pain. And in the noticing, seeing if we can soften that a little bit, yielding the legs and the feet into gravity. And noticing how this experience we label pain is in fact a flow of sensations. Never exactly the same one moment to the next. And now allowing awareness to flow up inside the whole torso. The front and the back and the sides. Seeing if we can let the buttocks be soft. Yielding, resting into the support. Allowing an opening phase in all directions on the in-breath. And then a yielding, letting go, resting back into gravity with each out-breath. And again, if we've got pain or discomfort, let's see if we can let it into our field of awareness, softening resistance and feeling into its fluid and changing nature. And maybe we've got pleasant feelings, softness maybe, release somewhere in the legs or the torso. If this is the case, enjoying it as it flows through the moments, free of clinging and grasping. And allowing awareness now to pour through the shoulders, down inside the arms, all the way to the fingers and the thumbs. So the arms and the hands become full of awareness. Let's see if we can let the fingers be soft, not reaching for the future or holding on to the past, but soft and resting in the here and now. And now allowing awareness to fill the neck and the head. So if we're lying down, let's see if we can let the weight of the head be fully held by the pillow or the cushion. If we're sitting, letting the head be poised on the top of the spine, releasing through the base of the skull, and yet openness in the throat. Maybe the chin tucked in just a tiny bit. And letting the face be soft, the forehead soft and the eyes soft, the cheeks and the nose and the lips and the tongue and the jaw soft. And letting the brain be soft in the head. This fluid organ resting in this little cradle inside the head. And now broadening to be aware of the whole body. Sitting here or lying here, or whatever other posture we've chosen.
You're still on mute, Vidyamala.
Oh, sorry. How long have I been on mute for, Ollie? Very long.
Not too long, a few minutes.
Okay. There must have been a nice period of silence for you all. Sorry about that. So we've just been doing some self-compassion practice, just breathing, feeling into kindliness towards whatever we're experiencing. Seeing if we can meet our own experience the way we'd naturally respond to a loved one having this experience, whatever it is. And now staying grounded, in touch with ourselves, let's open our field of awareness so it expands to include everybody here on this call. There's 79 of us now, from many different countries, many different circumstances. And yet, deep down, we're all so very, very alike. We're all breathing in and out. None of us likes to suffer, and we all long for happiness or peace or fulfillment or connection, whatever it might be. So instead of there being a sea of strangers in this call, feeling into our common humanity. There's all these companions on the journey. And we're all slightly changed by coming together for these 30 minutes. None of us leave exactly how we were when we began. And we'll be being affected by one another in all sorts of mysterious ways. So let's imagine well-wishing, kindliness, connection, goodwill flowing out from ourselves to others. You might visualize it or imagine it as light or as sound or as energy. These threads of connection. And it's amazing because we're not depleted in any way. It's more that we kind of fill up with these qualities and they overflow and pour out towards others. And this very act of connection also resources ourselves. And really sending one another goodwill through this Christmas week. Some of us will be alone and some of us will be with loved ones. Some of us will enjoy it, some of us will find it stressful. For most of us, it will probably be a mixture of many things. But may we all feel connected in one way or another. And remember that right now there's 78 people that are thinking of you as well. And see if you can let this in, this well-wishing, this goodwill, this kindness. And now let's allow our field of awareness to expand even more, to include all the other beings, all the other people. And perhaps let's particularly think of the people in Ukraine and the freezing cold. Doing what they can this Christmas to connect, to love, to be loved. And of course, there are many other people in the world in war zones or in deprivation, experiencing difficulty. Let's allow our goodwill and our well-wishing to flow to all these people. And all beings everywhere. All the humans and all the creatures. All of nature. This great web of life that we're participating in. Let it be bathed in kindliness, well-wishing, goodwill, love even. And now as we begin to bring the practice to a close, let's bring the weight of the body to the foreground of awareness. So keeping our awareness open, but having a very kind of stable sense of ourselves, grounded and present, resting, breathing. And letting go of any effort whatsoever to absorb the practice for a few moments. Just sitting or just lying. And when we're ready, bring a little bit of movement into the body, maybe the feet and the hands, whatever's calling to be moved right now. And then coming into bigger movements in your own time. And yeah, let's just have a few moments looking out at the screen if you want to. Otherwise, just thinking of one another. All these other people. Yeah, I just find it so interesting to drop beneath relating to others on the basis of difference to this sense of common humanity and how alike we all are deep down. Yeah. Good. So for those of you who are here for the first time, a special welcome. And if you want to slip away, that's absolutely fine. But we also usually stay on for a little bit and people write in the chat box what they experienced if they want to. And I read them out because we have people here who either aren't able to or don't want to peer at the chat box. It can be difficult to read. And Ollie will put in the chat box the link if you feel moved to make a donation. We offer all these sessions for free, but of course it takes quite a lot of money to keep it all going. So if you wanted to give Breathworks a little Christmas present, that would be something you could do. And of course it's completely, I'm giving this freely and I do it because I love it myself. So it's not transactional. Yeah, it's just if you feel moved to give, then that's completely up to you. So let's see what people have said. So hope, wish I can get rid of this anxiety and depression. So I'm so sorry to hear that. And maybe these kind of practices might shift that just a little bit and to keep just patiently coming back to love and care and kindness for yourself. And Claire, so many blessings to you all this week and always. That's nice. And Catherine, yes, exactly what Claire said. Sarah, the pause button was pressed. Thank you, Breathworks. It's lovely to connect with you all. Yes, that's because I paused to cough and then I didn't unpause, but luckily Ollie reminded me. So there, thank you so much, Ollie. Ollie, our tech support, brought me back, so it was good. I was chatting away to myself in the meantime. Helen, thank you, Vidyamala. My heart, mind feel lighter for expanding my focus out to others. Wishing everyone a happy Christmas. Hanukkah, thank you all so much for your presence. Blessings to all. Karen, presence along with shared and offered warmth and light, offered and held globally. Presence along with shared and offered warmth and light, offered and held globally. It's beautifully put. And Eva, thank you so much, Vidya. And happy Christmas festive season. Stay blessed and in good health. And Dermot, thank you. It was very relaxing for me while thinking of others. Bye. That's interesting, isn't it? How thinking of others can be relaxing. Because sometimes we can think it's hard work. But in fact, it's like we're connecting with something that's natural because it's natural to long for connection. And we are connected. We are connected all the time. So in some ways it's more tiring to put up the barriers, but I think intuitively it can sometimes seem the other way around. And Linda, beautiful, thank you so much. Marion, sorry you have been unwell, wishing you good health. I'm grateful to be here in person, sensing into a web of shared humanity, kindliness and support. 3.5 weeks post open heart surgery. I can't tell you how helpful your meditations, especially filling your body with light, were with anxiety and pain. I am blessed with the kindness of family, friends, and staff. Thank you for all your work. Wow, that's amazing, Marion. 3.5 weeks post-open heart surgery. Gosh, and how wonderful that you're here. Oh, I can see you there. Yes, lovely. How wonderful that you're here and you're up and you're dressed and looks like you're recovering well. Wonderful. Yeah, and thank you for sharing that. It's lovely to think of you meditating. You doing that for yourself to help your healing. That's such an act of love for yourself. So I hope you continue to heal well. And Lorian, I'm so overwhelmed right now with caring for an elderly relative, along with my wife having broken a kneecap a few weeks ago. Gosh, so sorry to hear that, because your wife had a kidney transplant, I think, or kidney cancer not that long ago. Gosh, yes, you're nodding. Wow, that's a lot. And then you go on to say, my mind is distracted and difficult to manage. I'm very grateful to be here and to have a few minutes devoted to corralling my wayward mind a little tiny bit, with much escaping out of the corners, but still a bit of focus. Again, how amazing that you've carved this time out for yourself, that you've given yourself this, you've prioritized this. So yeah, amazing. And gosh, I'm really sorry to hear all that. And I hope things ease up a little bit. Amanda, grateful for such a beautiful connected practice. Sending warmest wishes full of love, peace, and happiness to everyone. Thank you. And Susan, so beautiful being able to feel love for myself and you all, and actually enjoy the few moments of quiet. Good, good. And Kathy, thank you. So grateful for this space. Wishing everyone well. Sophia, thanks, Vidyamala. I stopped today to ask a homeless lady how she's been, particularly over the cold weather. We chatted for 20 minutes. I got her a box of whole food to eat, including a lovely bar of dark chocolate. We both smiled. I wished her well and to stay hopeful. Wow. That's amazing, Sophia. That's so moving. Yeah, you gave her a huge amount there, I would imagine. Stop for a little chat and you stay for 20 minutes and then you go and buy a box of food, including chocolate, which would be just the thing that one would want. It's very, very moving. Thank you for sharing that. Liz, wonderful to feel connected. Thank you all. And Danny, thank you for the meditation. Merry Christmas to everyone. Claire, thank you so much for this practice. What a welcome and lovely way to share this time. I believe we make a difference for ourselves, each other, and beyond with our connections and intentions. So powerful and beautiful and feels like home. And Jeff and Von, happy Christmas to everyone. Meg, thank you so much, Vidyamala. Wishing everyone peace and love this Christmas and New Year. Thank you, Ollie, for all you do too. Yes, thank you for reminding me to thank Ollie. So Ollie's here every week, behind the scenes, making this all flow. Absolutely amazing. Reminding me to unmute when I forget. And he's actually going to be leading it next week because I won't be available next week. So you'll have Ollie next week. Amazing. Yeah, 27th, just after Christmas, and here he is back at work leading a meditation for everybody. And Deb, thank you for the comfort of your company. Thank you all for the comfort of your company. That's beautifully put. Susan, thank you. I feel more relaxed and feeling more compassion and kindness for myself and others. Happy holidays to all. Pete, thank you, Vidyamala. Enjoyed the relaxing meditation and felt closer to everyone sharing the experience. Thank you to everyone for the connection in this space. Best wishes for a lovely, peaceful Christmas. And Anna, I enjoyed the extended silence when you were muted, Vidyamala. I so appreciate these weekly gatherings. Thank you, warmth and stillness. And Louise, always good to share this session. Lovely to have the connection. Thank you, Vidyamala, and everyone. And Anjali, thank you so much, Vidyamala. Breathworks and your weekly practices have been truly an incredible discovery for me this year. Happy Christmas if you are celebrating. I'm off on retreat on Thursday. Can't wait. Best wishes to all. Wonderful. And Ollie is saying, thank you, my pleasure. And Lorian saying, thanks, Ollie. And Pete, well done, Sophia, for taking the time to share your kindness of being with the homeless lady. What a true gift of kindness. And Jonathan, feeling a lovely connection today, as always. Nice to see you recovering well, Vidyamala. Good. So that's the end of the comments. So let's leave it there. And may you all have a good week, whatever you're doing, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, whether you're with family or on your own, whether you're driving the length of the land or staying put. whether you're struggling with train strikes or whatever, please be as well and safe and happy as possible. And lots of love to each and every one of you. Good. So if you want to unmute and say goodbye, then by all means do so.
Thank you, Vidyamala. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you so much, Vidyamala.
Bye,
Thank you,
Maria.
Ollie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.